Yo, what is up guys, Delboy here. A quick video really directed at the PBC fans, I guess. And first and foremost, I keep on saying it, I'll say it again, how pathetic is it to be a fan of a certain promotion? You are supposed to be a fan of the sport of boxing, not an organisation within that sport, you clown. But regardless, these PBC fans, so I've made a couple of videos in recent weeks criticising just two PBC fighters in Jermall Charlo and Javon Davis. A lot of people felt I was harsh in these videos, that I was unfair, blah. Well, first and foremost, like I said, not all of us pledge our allegiances to certain promoters. Not all of us have to toe a line and create certain content to appease a certain audience. I'm a boxing fan. If you don't like what I've got to say, piss off. Do one. I criticised these two guys in particular because I believe they should be doing a lot better than they are. I believe they are underachieving. And listen, there are a lot of fighters in 2019 who are underachieving, but I don't make videos on all of them. You are right. But ask yourself this question: why did I make a video on Gervonta Davis criticising him in particular? I felt I was a bit more harsh on Gervonta Davis. Why do you think I done that? Do you think I done that because I dislike the guy? Because I have a bias against the guy? No, I criticised that guy more harshly because I have higher expectations from Gervonta Davis, because I think he is a tremendous talent, and right now he's not realising that talent. He's not making the most of his potential. For me, he is a supremely talented fighter. Great punching power, good hand speed, offensively really good, great to watch. This guy should be a star as far as I'm concerned. Like I said earlier, I think this guy can beat anybody in the super featherweight division, but he's sitting there idle, fighting nobodies. Why am I going to be happy with that as a boxing fan? As a boxing fan who sees this particular guy, Gervonta Davis, as being extremely talented, when I see an extremely talented fighter not realise his potential, that doesn't sit well with me. As a boxing fan, I want to see this guy in good fights. I want to see this guy unify with other champions. I don't get why that's a crime. Again, I'm not one of these mongs online who sits there and counts another guy's numbers. I'm not a cheerleader, I'm a boxing fan. I don't care what Gervonta Davis is earning for knocking over cab drivers. All I know is he's fighting absolute nobodies, and his potential isn't being realised. 2018 was a wasted year. 2019 so far has been a wasted year. What do you want me to say? That this guy's doing great things and he's realising his potential? No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say it how it is. Now listen, when it comes to fighters and how we rate them and how much potential we think they have, that's down to the individual. That's purely down on interpretation. I happen to believe Gervonta Davis is a really talented fighter, and I just don't think he's realising that potential right now. I think he's wasting away. He's not had a good year since 2017. 2017, he delivered a standout performance against Jose Pedraza. He then defended his title away from home in the UK. He was doing great things. He was moving well. But since then, what's this dude done? What's this dude done? And you guys can say, oh, you're a hater, you're being unfair. Well, tell me this. Who's really looking out for this guy's best interests? The guys online who are praising mediocrity, or someone like me who wants this guy to push himself and excel? Who's the real hater here? Who's the guy holding this dude back? Who's the guy who's praising mediocrity? It's certainly not me. I don't have any invested interest in any of these guys outside of being a boxing fan. I don't get paid by certain promoters. I don't get cut a check for praising certain fighters. Listen, I'm some mug online who talks about boxing because I like the sport. I'm a fan of boxing first and foremost. That's why I'm on here. And when I see a dude who's got tremendous potential not realising it, it frustrates me. It really does. We've seen this type of thing go on so many times in boxing. And I see the same thing happening to Javon Davis, and it frustrates me. There's nothing more to my criticism of Gervonta Davis than that. That's all there is to it. The thing is, you guys have been programmed to think there's an ulterior motive behind everything, when in reality, not all of us are on that. Fact of the matter is, you dudes are just being pimped by certain individuals, and it's sad to see. It really is. But as a boxing fan, I don't get what the crime is in being disappointed that a great talent is going to waste, that a great talent isn't doing much. I don't think it makes you a hater to, encourage a guy to be doing better than what he's doing. That's not being a hater. That's being a boxing fan. That's pushing for the best to fight the best. I want to see Javon Davis fight all of these guys. That's all there is to it. And in regards to Jermall Charlo, I made a video about Jermall Charlo when Canelo Alvarez was awarded the franchise championship. And, I said Jermall Charlo was played by the WBC because he was never going to get a title shot at Canelo directly, and that he wasted 2 years of his career waiting for that shot. I mean, what do you want me to say? I was right. I was saying this well before this event. I was saying Jermall Charlo was wasting his time waiting for a shot at Canelo. I was right. Yes, he's got a vacant title, but what does it really mean right now when people see him as a paper champion? Jermall Charlo has wasted the last 2 years of his career. What do you want me to say? And again, that wasn't his fault. The WBC pulled some absolute fuckery. That wasn't Jermall Charlo's fault, but Stevie Wonder could have seen this coming. I saw this coming from long ago. I was saying that this dude was wasting his career, but oh no, he's mandatory. You're hating. He's going to get a shot at Canelo. Just wait. Well, yeah, we waited. Now look. Where's Jermall Charlo's shot at that Canelo fight? Where is it? Nowhere. Because like I said, he was never getting it. You morons. Again, you guys have been programmed so hard. You remind me of the Matchroom Fanboys in the UK. Bruv, I'm telling you, yeah, if you're over 18 and you're a fanboy of a promoter or a fighter, go slap yourself. You should know better. You're allowing yourselves to get pimped, you absolute hose. Do better. Listen, man, I'm fed up with the fanboys in this whole YouTube boxing community. I'm fed up with a lot of them. I really am. A lot of us just want to talk boxing, and that's why, do you know what? That's why I'm going totally solo from now on. My message is my message. I don't want that to be misconstrued. Whatever comes from this channel comes from me, so I'm accountable. I'm a boxing fan who has his own opinion. That's it. I don't need to make any click. I don't need to toe any line. My opinion is my opinion. I know I don't need to create content to cater towards a certain audience, unlike 80% of these man out here. You're being pimped. The PBC fanboys right now, again, listen, I get that a lot of people are overly critical of the PBC. I think it's become fashionable to hate on the PBC. A lot of people are over the top in their criticism of the PBC, but some of you fanboys are too much, honestly. Some of you dudes are a disgrace. You need to do better. You really do. It's not a crime to, expect better from these fighters. It's not a crime. As a boxing fan, or as boxing fans, I should say, we should be encouraging the best fights, because ultimately we are the consumer, we are the paying customer. We should be number one. If you're a boxing fan, your first concern should be yourself. But not only that, pushing these fighters to fight the best competition, it reflects good on the fighters as well. No losers. That's what we should be pushing for. We shouldn't be excusing absolute nonsense. You shouldn't be crying the moment somebody criticises a certain fighter. Not everybody is criticising out of hatred. And that's the thing with a lot of you guys, particularly the PBC fans. If you criticise one of their fighters, it's got to be out of hatred. There has to be an ulterior motive. And I'm sick of it. I really am. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there who just want to talk boxing. And you clowns ruin it for the rest of us. You really do. And that's where I want to shout out the regulars on my channel, because these dudes keep it boxing 100. You know, we don't always agree, but we keep it boxing. We keep it boxing. So shout out to the regulars, shout out to the core audience. You guys are special, honestly. I love talking boxing with you guys, and I know I need to do more live streams. So shout out to you guys. But in regards to certain fanboys out there from that side, just be aware, you boys are getting pimped. You know, you boys are getting pimped. I've seen it in real life. You guys are getting pimped. That's all I'm going to say. Peace.